Hello everyone, today I will show you a very interesting game in the debut of 4 horses. Let's go. e4 e5, horse 3, horse c6, horse c3, horse b6. Here is the very strong debut of 4 knights, which can be played in principle both at the beginner level of a chess player and at high levels. There is nothing wrong with that. In principle, a good debut for your overall development. Bishop b5 is a theoretical move, the knight is attacked and the knight goes to the field d4. In principle, you can pick up a horse here. They took it, they attacked the white horse and the whites can counterattack yours. After such exchanges, it's as if we are now threatening with a mat, but here the queen just goes to the field, barely a check. The field of f2 is protected and the position is absolutely equal. Instead, the knight d is 4 on the move. White has played a bishop on the a4 field. In order to save the pawn bundle on the d7 field, it cannot move, and black's white field bishop is now simply closed. Elephant c5, the development of a light figure, preparation for castling. Killed castling is already ready. They are of course castled. Black is castled in response and here white can't stand it and takes a pawn on the e5 field. It has been hanging there for so long, but instead of getting an extra pawn, they give black the tempo. d6. They attack the knight, opened the white floored elephant, and you see that almost all the black pieces are somehow directed at the king and an attack is likely to occur soon. Here, the most accurate move was the horse's retreat to the field at 3. Yes, the elephant is flying out, the horse is tied up, some problems are about to begin. You can play with a knight on the field b5, try to exchange a knight on the field d4, but they took it away and the elephant attacks Lazia. The pawn goes forward to block the access of the black bishop to point f2. And here is such a position, friends, arises. In principle, you can take a rook from black better. But in fact, black has a different idea. It's not taking a rook, it's an idea to play a knight somewhere, bounce somewhere, give a step and checkmate. That is, black positions are definitely better, but then look for the development of this position yourself, unless of course you finish playing here. I'm just showing you a specific batch, it's not traps, it's not training at all, it's just a debriefer so that you can see ideas, see thoughts. But instead of moving away with a knight to the field f3, just white clearly did not want to spoil their pawn structure and make a hole in the king, they went with a knight to the field d3. And it would seem, yes, everything is fine, but still a bishop arrives. For queens of this kind, you can't close with a pawn, because the knight will take you to a hidden check. Then black still has big problems. The queen will be lost one way or another sooner or later, you will even have to give it away, and in subsequent versions you will also have to say goodbye to it. The queen goes to the e field alone, the only field. Closing with a horse is also pointless, because you can take it and take it with an elephant. In general, it is even better to take a knight, then give it to a hidden check and win this queen with a bishop. Let me show you, so as not to be unfounded. That is, check, move away, check, they took the knight with something and that's how the queen is lost. But instead, of course, check the knight on the field of f3. Here is such a sacrifice of a horse out of the blue in order to make a hole. The bishop hits the field at 3, the pawn is slowed down, the rook can't go anywhere, the king can't go anywhere either, the bishop controls. And now the rook is simply threatening, or rather the knight has caught fire a little bit. I'm sorry, the queen flies out and simply gets hung up. It was necessary to play here as much as 3, try to somehow hold this position, but still the knight is 4. The queen will have to give up the queen if you climb, because the queen flies out and checkmate is simply inevitable. There is no protection from checkmate at all. We have to give the queen to the field barely, we took it, we ate it, and our black queen arrives anyway. If you take away the knight, then check, the capture hangs Lazia. Well, the rook will of course move away later, but this is simply a total rout for 2 light pieces, a queen and a pawn. Instead, a move was played to capture a pawn, the knight beats the king on the field. White tried to take one of the attacking pieces. Next, the knight goes to the field w4 with the idea of a queen on the field as much as 4 and then mat designs. And then the whites come up with, what if they try to hold on to the elephant d7 move? We will take this knight and the checkmate will not threaten, but still the queen is already 4, and for taking the knight the checkmate from the field is 4, the king is absolutely beautifully packed. Here is such a party for you today. Thinking about the attack and before taking any pawns, as if hanging, think 3 times whether you need it. Thank you so much for watching. Write comments, put likes, subscribe to the channel. The video is released daily. I wish you happiness, health and a peaceful sky over your head. Bye bye.